Earlier this year, I covered two brand new upcoming games that I thought looked really good. Neither of those titles had actual confirmed official titles, as they were both Korean. And you guys know what Korean developers love more than money, right? Well, you know what? Honestly, nothing. But you guys definitely know what they love doing with their games though.
And that is ruining them with horrendous business models and pay to win.
But we are not here today to talk about either of those common issues that should realistically be very easy to work around and make a worthwhile game. Rather, we are here today to discuss one title in specific, which follows the typical traditional Korean naming formula, and that is Project Random Letter. But do you guys know what else follows Korea's traditional naming formula? The obligatory don't forget to subscribe message. Yeah, if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe for the latest MMO news, release announcements, gameplay, and discussions every single day. And if you feel like I deserve it, which in my totally objective opinion, I definitely do, drop a like and a comment on the video. It is a huge help for the YouTube algorithm. Okay, so in retrospect, that didn't make a whole lot of sense, but the reason we are taking a look at Project M today is because the developers have finally released a full, well, I wouldn't necessarily call a teaser for a game a full trailer, but a teaser, an in-game full gameplay teaser. And before we go ahead and take a look at it, no, this is not going to be cross-platform compatible with mobile devices. There is going to be no mobile functionality with this game whatsoever. So do let me preface this entire thing by stating that this game is coming out for PC and for console players. But with that out of the way, let's go ahead and take a look at the trailer and get, well, this off of your screen. So I do want to note that this video I did watch off of the MMO Culture YouTube channel. So I'm sure it's available in other areas, but if you want to watch the trailer without my my narrative over it, then you're more than welcome to go ahead and navigate on over to the MMO Culture YouTube channel and take a look there. Now, this is really gory so far. And the combat looks really good. Like for a Korean, well, this isn't actually an MMO, it's an online action RPG. But for a South Korean game, like this is being developed to be similar in terms of multiplayer aspect, in terms of MMO aspect, as Crimson Desert from Pearl Abyss. But man, like this boss fight looks so good, but I wonder how it would function if there were other players playing with you. Like how many players you're capable of grouping up with you and tackling this boss. How open world is this game going to be? Oh, that was a girl. I had no idea. Wow. Now, honestly, that kind of reminded me a little bit of an amalgamation of Vindictus, of Dark Souls, and Crimson Desert, which really isn't a bad thing. Quite the contrary. All three of those games have certain aspects that make them considerably better than most titles in their respective genres. Project M specifically is looking to provide a variety of realistic expressions and actions associated with what your character is doing, the types of damage that they're suffering, with them going on to elaborate on this by stating that they want to express the realism of staggering or limping if the character injures his or her leg. Now, Project M is not the only title Helm 13, the developers behind Project M, are working on. They're also working on another game called Project D. And before you guys go and make a joke about the letter, trust me, I've already made this joke before. And I know, I see it, okay? Relax. There's currently no expected release date for Project M or for Project D currently. Nevertheless, I am still excited to see how this turns out, as it genuinely looks, and I'm not gonna lie here, pretty sick from the combat trailer that we saw thus far. And as an aside, this is going to be, once again, as I noted in the trailer, an online action RPG. So its MMO elements might be more akin to something like Warframe or Path of Exile, Genshin Impact, maybe Lost Ark. I guess we're gonna have to go ahead here and wait and see.
Someday soon, I'm gonna make it. gonna be